Hi, I'm Melody.
And I'm Candi.
And you're listening to
Quirks, Bumps,
and Bruises. Well, we're glad that you are joining us on this episode of Quirks, Bumps, and Bruises, because we're going to talk a little bit about bucket list, but the flip side of that, the reality of bucket list. We're going to talk about fall candy.
You have all these plans. Fall is my absolute favorite. And I always, every year, even though I know the realities will set in, I always have these big plans of what we're going to do in the fall. This is how it's going to be, and it's going to be wonderful and beautiful.
Like, we set these expectations because we know it's like the beginning of the holiday season, so to speak. So all these things begin swirling in our mind. The weather gets cooler. The leaves are changing. It's just beautiful this time of year. It just does something to you, right?
Oh, yeah, it does.
And so you begin to think about all these things. So we're going to talk about what we're calling a realistic fall bucket list. Okay. So the first thing, Candi, is we think about buying pumpkins because I'm going to let you talk more about this. You have kids now.
Oh, yeah.
I've been through this already, but you have kids and you think, oh, I'm going to get a pumpkin and what?
And we're going to carve them together as a family. Everything's going to go smoothly. Nobody's going to hurt themselves. It's going to go beautifully. And then it doesn't. And I wind up doing all the work.
Like every bit of it.
Yes.
I will give you something I saw as a little tip. And she was talking about having to do the pumpkin carvings and all this every fall. And she said, I tried this little trick. And she said, my life has changed. Instead of taking a knife and carving the eyes and the nose and the mouth, she uses cookie cutters. So you can buy cookie cutters in shapes that you want, and you just punch it through that way.
Oh, wow.
So it seems like it'd still be kind of hard to do that, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
anyway,
that is worth trying.
But it's fun, and you do think it's going to be so much fun together. And then the kids are like, oh, I don't want to stick my hand in the pumpkin and get out all these seeds.
Can you do it, Mom?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we know that that's just not at all what you think it's going to be. All right. What about this? You know what? We're going to go to like a fall festival.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're going to get a caramel apple there, and we're just going to walk around with our little caramel apples or cotton candy or funnel cakes at this beautiful fall festival. And then what happens, Candi?
A bee lands on it, and then you have to throw it away immediately into the trash. That $9 apple
I know.
In the trash.
Because once you see that bee land on it, like your appetite's gone. Ugh. Right. So that's another realistic fall bucket list for you. There's another one, Candi, and this is, you absolutely love this, which is pumpkin spice latte.
I do, yeah. So I had seen all these recipes that you can do this at home and save a lot more money. Like you can make a pumpkin spice latte at your house. And let me say, that's what the plan is. You're going to do that at home, and then you're going to turn around 5 seconds later, dump it out because the recipe was just a liar. And you're going to go to Starbucks and pay $8 for it instead.
Because ain't nothing as easy as they try to make you think it's going to be.
No, it's not.
And you got to buy all these things to make that normally you would never have in the house.
Which is more expensive than just going to Starbucks to get it.
Oh, hey, there are some things in life that you pay for convenience for.
You do. But doesn't it just sound fun? Make my own pumpkin spice latte from home.
Unless you're my son-in-law. And my son-in-law really does do it.
Oh, my soul.
Oh, yeah. He's got the coffee machines and he's got all the things.
Okay, so instead of going to Starbucks, we go to Ben's and he'll do it free.
Yeah. My son-in-law will do it. Yeah. And it is delicious, by the way. All right. What about this? And Candi, I feel like a lot of these are so much you. Because you love to paint your nails.
Oh, yeah.
And you love to do it for different holidays. And
oh, yeah. Red and green at Christmas. Pink at Easter.
Okay, so what do you want to do like at fall?
Well, you know that lovely shade of cocoa that's out there now? That's just beautiful. That's what I'm going to paint my nails, but then it's going to turn out to look like my nails just look dirty and unclean.
Like you've been out in the garden?
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen that where it is kind of a brownish, tannish color. And when you look at it quickly on someone's fingernails, it's just like, what is
Not
that?
attractive.
Yeah, no. That is a definite bucket list of fall versus reality, what it really is like. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about corn mazes.
Aren't they fun?
Because you and I have been into one where they actually had Joy FM carved into the pumpkin maze.
Yeah. So like
or corn maze, I should say.
If you take a drone and you look at the corn maze from the top, yet our logo, Joy FM's logo, was what was in the corn maze.
Which is great and kind of cool, but you're not going to see that, first of all, if you're on the ground.
No.
So I've been lost, like panic, lost. I can't get out of here.
Oh, me too.
Like I feel like I'm in an episode of the movie The Shining.
Yeah.
Like I can't get out.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. That's not fun.
And then if you've got small children with you, they get really panicked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not sure that is like the most fun thing ever for everyone. Now, some people may love getting lost like that, but I don't know. It's just a weird feeling to me. Mm-mm. All right, moving on. Let's talk about some baking.
Perfect time of year for that.
Oh, yes. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin rolls, pumpkin
pies,
pumpkin muffins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then you want to do it because it makes the house smell so good. But what happens in reality?
Well, you eat it, you love it, and then you wake up and realize you've gained 10 pounds and you cry.
In 3 days.
Yes.
Yes. But I do love it. It just smells so good. And it's just why I still say Candi.
I know where you're going.
I say it every year at least once. So this is my quota right here. When you become a Christian, when you accept Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior, and he comes into your life and into your heart, there should be a coupon.
That's funny.
And that coupon should say, from now until forevermore, there shall be no such thing as calories.
Oh, I know. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
You know, because everything else is kind of like we shouldn't be doing it.
I know. I know. Thank Eve for that.
Everything else is pretty sinful. And eating is one thing that we enjoy. We like to celebrate with. We like to have friends over.
And it's a sin. Gluttony's a sin.
It is.
I know.
So that one should be taken out. You should get a coupon.
I agree.
You're exempt.
I agree.
What's the first thing you and I talk about when we get here every morning?
What we going to eat? I'm sitting here thinking about it now.
I know. I'm going to go get me an everything bagel with some pecan honey cream cheese in just a minute. I'm telling you.
I know.
All right. Let's talk some decorations because I am big on decorations. My house is decorated right now for fall. Is yours?
Oh, mine's been decorated for months.
That's right. Candi decorated hers in June.
Yeah. I love fall so much. I had to decorate that early.
I'll do all the things like at the door that you walk in at my kitchen, which is what most people use. Oh, there is a display. Let me tell you, like hay bale and pumpkins and flowers and all these things. Okay. And then the front door, you get a beautiful wreath and you find that wreath. And I mean, it's just full and big and it's got gourds and pumpkins in it and all this stuff.
Very extravagant.
And you put it on your front door and what happens?
You can't close your storm door. Or you almost break it and it's so smushed.
I know. It's just like sometimes you go, can I win for losing? I just don't think I can win.
You should take the storm door off for the season. You don't have to worry about it.
Because the wreath is too pretty to let go.
Absolutely.
Right? All right. So then it's also that time of the year, especially, you know, if you've got young kids like you, Candi, you want to do that beautiful family photo, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Mountains behind you, the
flannel shirts.
Yes. Which, by the way, when I put one of those on, I look like I'm a lumberjack. I mean,
I know, right?
Yes. You look cute, Candi. I look like a lumberjack, so I'm staying away from that. But you pile up a big pile of leaves for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, you're going to have that perfect
happy
family picture. But what they don't know is before that picture was taken, they have been threatened within an inch of their life. Every electronic thing will be taken away. They have to stay in their room.
Right. But we're going to get that picture no matter what.
And you're going to look like you're happy whether you like it or not.
Straighten up.
Now throw some leaves in the air.
I know. It's so true.
Oh, and then just that warm, hot apple cider. You think, you know what? It's a Sunday afternoon. It's a beautiful day. Let's make some apple cider and let's go out on our front porch together in the rockers and let's rock as the leaves are falling and the air just feels perfect.
Like a movie.
Like a movie. And then you take that first sip of that hot apple cider. What do you think?
I hate apple cider.
This tastes awful.
I know. We do it every October.
And you think that this time it's going to be different.
It ain't never different.
So that is Candi. And hey, we don't mean to be putting a damper on your fall.
No.
Fun.
It's the truth.
But we just telling you the truth.
We are.
Because in reality, ain't nothing like it seems.
Thanks for listening to the Quirks, Bumps, and Bruises podcast with Candi and Melody. If you enjoyed the show, please take a moment to subscribe, rate, and share the podcast. You can learn more at joyfm.org.
Try Peas and Carrots podcast for more encouragement. Brian and Kayla share life from their piece of the vegetable patch. Expect a laugh, find common ground, and hear stories you can't wait to share. It's a podcast about doing life together, growing in Christ together, and learning to laugh no matter what comes your way. Search Peas and Carrots podcast wherever you listen to podcasts today.